Welcome to WEFM's Midday News, sponsored by St. Vincent Limited.
It's back to school with Quartz Optical. Get frames and lenses for children of all ages, starting at only $299. Shop now and pay later with 25% off credit and 20% off cash purchases, so you can get ready for back to school with ease. Book your appointments online at quartzoptical.com. Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back to WEFM's Midday News. I am your presenter, Jessica Klein. First on the local scene. 38-year-old Ronald Mathurin was arrested and charged on August 12, 2024, with the offenses of damage to property and theft. An investigation revealed that the Annisville Kingston resident allegedly, without lawful excuse, damaged the left rear window of a motor vehicle valued at $1,089 EC. The vehicle is the property of a 60-year-old businessman of Annisville, and the accused allegedly smashed the window with an unknown object. Mathurin was also charged with stealing one Black Pioneer deck valued at $600 EC, the property of a 50-year-old self-employed resident of Green Hill. An official release states that the offenses were committed on July 30th and August 4th, 2024, respectively in Middle Street, Kingstown. Mathurin appeared before the Serious Offense Court on the 13th of August, 2024, and pleaded not guilty to the offenses. He was granted bail in the sum of $1,500 EC with one surety. The matter has been adjourned and transferred to the Kingston Magistrate Court for September 9th, 2024. The World Bank Group has recently completed a scoping mission to evaluate the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This marks a pivotal stage in preparing for the implementation of US $63 million Beryl Emergency Recovery Loan ERL project dedicated to aiding the country's recovery efforts. The assessment was conducted from Monday 5th August to Friday 9th August 2024, involving key representatives from the World Bank Group, namely Disaster Risk Management Specialist and Task Team Leader Jared Mercadante, Senior DRM Specialist and COTTL Elad Schenfeld, Senior DRM Consultant Gerald Meir, and Local Consultant Decima Correa. Throughout the mission, consultations were held with various governmental entities to gain a comprehensive understanding of the disaster's repercussions and the nation's requirements. These consultations included engagement with government agencies such as National Emergency Management Organization NEMO, the Central Water and Sewerage Authority CWSA, the St. Vincent Electricity Services Limited VINLEC, and the Roads, Buildings, and General Services Authority, BRAXA. Discussions were also conducted with the Prime Minister, the Minister of Finance, and representatives from multiple ministries encompassing areas such as national security, health, wellness and the environment, urban development, education, tourism, agriculture, among others. Apart from meetings in Kingstown, the mission team, in collaboration with stakeholders, conducted on-site visits to Union Island, Mairo, Canawan, and Bequia. These visits provided first-hand insight into the extent of the damage inflicted by Hurricane Beryl. Still on the local scene, 22 students from St. Vincent and the Grenadines were granted scholarships for graduate and undergraduate studies in Taiwan. During the scholarship ceremony hosted by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, MOFA, the Ambassador of the Republic of China in Taiwan, Her Excellency Fiona Hu Chun-Fan, emphasized her country's dedication to enhancing relations with St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Ambassador Fan highlighted several initiatives demonstrating this commitment, including the renewal of the MOU for the bursary program, which allocates $120,000 annually to support students in need. Additionally, Taiwan's contributions in health, agriculture, infrastructure, and recent recovery efforts further solidify this bond. Taiwan has pledged significant aid for hurricane after Hurricane Beryl, including 100 tons of rice, 2 containers of school supplies for women and children, and an additional $200,000. Since its inception in 2024, the scholarship program has benefited 291 students over 2 decades, 2004, sorry. Ambassador Fan emphasized that the Taiwan Scholarship Program goes beyond academic success. It serves as a bridge fostering profound bilateral exchanges and friendships between two nations. The Republic of China in Taiwan also backs the YES, SET, and on-site programs. On the regional scene, an organization advocating for LGBTQ community and other marginalized groups has supported the Employment Rights Tribunal's decision to dismiss an unfair dismissal claim by a transgender woman in Barbados. This ruling has shed light on the gaps in Barbadian law concerning gender identity protections in the workplace. The case has spurred conversations about the necessity of legislative adjustments to address gender identity issues in employment settings, emphasizing the evolving social landscape and international obligations of the state. Alexa Hoffman, a former clerical officer at Court Caribbean Law Practice, alleged unfair dismissal based on gender discrimination. However, the tribunal found that she did not file a formal complaint within the statutory timeframe. Suggestions were made for filing a claim of constructive dismissal given the circumstances of her termination without a stated reason and unpaid wages. The tribunal highlighted that the current laws in Barbados do not mandate the use of specific pronouns for individuals, affirming the right to personal choice and human dignity for transgender individuals. This case underscores the urgency of clearer legal protections for transgender persons and may spark discussions on legislative reforms. The importance to open dialogue with the Barbadian community to address these issues effectively has been emphasized by the ERT Deputy Chair. The ruling also brings attention to broader issues surrounding workplace protections and employer behavior. Vice President Dr. Bharat Jagdeo has indicated that Guyana's government is actively progressing towards establishing a deep water port, a project set to elevate the country's status as a key transshipment center in the region. During a press briefing, Dr. Jagdeo provided insight into the initiative, emphasizing the importance of choosing a framework that supports extensive international trade and aligns with broader regional development strategies. President Dr. Irfan Ali had previously mentioned that the potential location for the new deepwater port could be in New Amsterdam, Region 6, creating opportunities for international trade, especially with Brazil, Guyana's southern neighbor. Dr. Jagdeo elaborated that the government is currently assessing various proposals for the deepwater port, aiming to accommodate the world's largest vessels. The proposed deepwater port is not merely a standalone venture, but a fundamental element of Guyana's overarching vision to integrate with northern Brazil. By constructing a port capable of handling large ships, Guyana seeks to play a central role in regional trade, facilitating the movement of goods between South America and global markets like the Panama Canal. The deepwater port is anticipated to significantly reduce shipping costs for Guyanese exports, enhancing their competitiveness in the global market. Additionally, it will decrease the expenses of imported goods, benefiting consumers and businesses alike. On the international scene, Danish pharmaceutical company Bavarian Nordic, known for producing a vaccine against Mpox, experienced a rise in shares on Thursday following the World Health Organization's WHO declaration of the virus as a global public health emergency due to a surge of cases in Africa. The WHO held an urgent meeting with experts to address the increasing cases in the Democratic Republic of Congo and neighboring countries and labeled the situation a health emergency of international concern. Bavarian Nordic's Mpox vaccines have been for licensed for prevention since 2019, resulting in an over 8% increase in shares on the Copenhagen Stock Exchange by midday Thursday. This increase followed a 12% rise in share price on Wednesday. Africa CDC, the health agency of the African Union, announced the deployment of over 200,000 doses of Bavarian Nordic's vaccine in Africa after an agreement with the European Union and the company. Since January 2022, there has been 38,465 reported cases of the disease, previously known as monkeypox, across 16 African countries, resulting in 1,456 deaths. Data released by the health agency last week indicated that 160% increase in cases compared to previous years. And in sports, Newcastle United has announced that Sandro Tonali will be eligible to play again starting from August 28th following a 10-month suspension for violating betting regulations. The Italian Football Federation, FIGC, penalized the 24-year-old in October 2023 for breaking the rule prohibiting players from betting on football events organized by itself, UEFA, and FIFA while he was in Italy. Tonali, a midfielder from Italy, transferred to Newcastle from AC Milan in July 2023 for £55 million. His suspension occurred after participating in 12 matches for the Magpies. Newcastle stated the club has received official confirmation from the FIGC that the player's sports sanction will last until Tuesday, 27th August. When he returns, Tonali might play his first match back in the Carabao Cup against Nottingham Forest, depending on the scheduling during his comeback week. He will avoid serving the ban if no further violations occur by the end of this season. This has been WEFM's Midday News, sponsored by Klein 15th Limited. I have been your presenter, Jessica Klein. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. news, and we thank you for listening.
It's back to school with Ford's Optical. Get frames and lenses for children of all ages, starting at only $299. Shop now and pay later with 25% off credit and 20% off cash purchases, so you can get ready for back to school with ease. Book your appointments online at fordsoptical.com. Ford's Optical. Value you can